Next up is Annie with The Pilgrimage. Woo!
So I've been working on a prototype, a new prototype. I have not been working on paradigm shift. I was inspired because of several things kind of came together. Before I came to Spelkollektivet, I went on a hike. This hike was like 900 kilometers, and went quite long. On that hike, I was thinking I really want to make a game about this, but I also want to show you a little bit like how it looks like. So what I was inspired by. So you are very much surrounded by nature. You're very alone. Like there's not a lot of people on there. Um, you, yeah, just have a lot of nature there. You make some friends along the way. You walk somewhere. There's lots of cathedrals that you can visit. Yeah, at the very end, there's like an ocean, because yeah, you walked until the west coast of Spain, and yeah, it's pretty. I can really recommend it to anyone. It's a really great experience. And yeah, like 2 weeks ago or something, I wanted to just make a package for the asset store with some assets that I already had, like from 5 years ago. I made a game and I just had them lying around, and I thought maybe I can still make something of them. Or they're pretty simple. Like they just have diffuse maps and not very much PBR. But I was thinking maybe someone still likes it. It's just a just trying out everything. And when I saw the assets, I was kind of like, oh man, I really like these, and I was still inspired from the GDC talks we watched, and so I thought I need to make an environment for the asset store anyway if I want to promote the assets, so I can also kind of make a prototype. Yeah, since we were playing the short hike, I was also thinking, oh, maybe I can revisit this idea of making a game about the pilgrimage that I made, and just in a different setting, because I always thought I would make this a walking simulator, just in first person. But playing this game gave me whole new ideas of how I can go about it. And yeah, I just made some mood boards to get in the right mood, and research some colors that might work. And I made this mock-up image, not mock-up image, key art picture, um, just choosing some colors and yeah, having an image that kind of represents the whole thing, like the whole map. I really like about this image that you kind of can imagine something already if you like. You have this little tent in the bottom, and you kind of can imagine that you can go everywhere, and you obviously want to go to the top of the hill and see what's up with this dragon sitting around there. So I made a prototype, and so the idea was for me that I want to make a game um, about hiking, about meeting other people, about having just a backpack and a tent to set up. You have to kind of figure out if you want to sleep in the tent on the way, or if you can make some money and find like hostels to sleep in, and then like day by day progress a little bit. And it's a little bit of surviving, but also meeting other people along the way and making friends. Um, hey, first day, can't wait to get started. And yeah. I have read every book about this path I could get my hands on. I've seen many people start, but rarely someone finish. It's just like some introductory like thoughts about the path that is gonna be ahead of you, which is gonna be you are up to go and hunt the beast, which is waiting for you in 800 kilometers. Do you not have a backpack? Yeah, this guy, like you saw with the exclamation mark, this is going to be the second part of the game, where you, when you get triggered by people, you cannot just meet other people, other pilgrims on the path, but you can also meet parts of you. What was that? And this is based on a psychological model that's kind of saying that we have multiple parts in ourselves, like multiple voices in our heads, basically. That some of them are burdened, and some of them protect the burdened parts. And this is shown here by these parts, which are going to be kind of monster parts that are creeping on you, and that they will then like chase you and attack you. But you can also speak to them. So they are. You have of course your walking stick, and you can just shush them away. But since it's the voices in your head, they will always come back, and sometimes they come back stronger if you fight them. But that's not what I have implemented so far. Did you see that too? This forest creeps me out a little.
I didn't.
No.
Taking a hike, GTA style.
That's not what it should be. Okay, this is a bug anyway. But this is kind of a boss battle, or like a boss meeting where you meet your parts and try to heal the exile that has been wounded. So I want this to be like similar to an Undertale, where you can talk to monsters as well, and not just fight them. And right now I designed it so that there's waves of monsters coming at you while you try to heal the exile. They are trying to protect it. And thank you for listening to my pain. I feel relief. And as soon as you heal the exile, you get more energy. So you can collect this energy orb, and you will have more energy on the path. And this is the loop that I have so far. I want to iterate on it, and I have lots of ideas on how I can make the systems better. This is really just how could it feel like. I can imagine, for example, the protectors, the monsters that you then, as soon as you healed the exile, they don't have a role anymore. They will kind of be your superpowers, like the new superpowers that you then get from healing the exiles. And then you can go on and meet more friends and meet more exiles, or meet more parts of yourselves, and and go and hunt the beast. And that's pretty much it. What I've done here. Yeah. Are there any questions? Yes, Thomas.
When you did your hike in the real world, did you have a tent and all the equipment with you, or how did you manage to get some sleep?
I myself, I had a backpack, and in that backpack there was like 2 trousers and 2 t-shirts and like the bare minimum stuff that you need. But there were lots of hostels along the way that were often for free. Sometimes you pay a little bit of money. So I often slept in large rooms with 20 other people or so. There were some people that were sleeping in tents though. So you just have to carry more than, obviously.
Is this a game where you want the, someone to follow the character's development, or do you even want the player to feel like they have some sort of personal development? Because it feels like a game that, when you talk about it, like it can be something that's somewhat of a pilgrimage even for the person playing.
So I imagine that you play the story of that person because I cannot know the fears, like the exiles and the parts of every player, but I would love to kind of help people like this to like maybe understand a little bit how you can befriend some of your own parts, I guess. So maybe just learn a little bit more about this through this story, and it could be like really cool that if I have like more time then to just make more stories so that as soon as you finished hunting the beast, you can restart the game as someone that you've met along the way, like, and then you play their story, and so in this way you can kind of play as different people, but you will not play as yourself. That would be too hard for me, I think, to make, or I just don't know how yet.
What do you mean by pilgrimage in the game and outside the game? Like a pilgrimage, is a pilgrimage. There is a kind of target you want to reach, or like why not just call it a walk? Why call it a pilgrimage?
It's an archetype. It already shows kind of the kind of hike that you're going for. You are aiming for something in the end, and on my hike, it was like a religious ending where it was kind of this cathedral that you went to. In this game, it will be, I will kind of stylize it more that you have like ancient ruins, like kind of like in Zelda where you have goddesses represented and like, and you can like walk to that and towards that as a goal, and that can be like just this building that you're walking to, or you can see it as a metaphor for some goal that you put yourself that you make for yourself in life, which is in this game more about self-discovery. And I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Can you befriend the beast? In parentheses, James.
Well, that's to be seen. I don't know if James is to be befriended.
He's not.
Guess you have to play the game to find out. Yep. That's it. Thank you very much.